Hey everybody, welcome to day 2 of our low carb Atkins raspberry ketone quick weight loss pre-Mexico diet lifestyle change. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about what it's like to go on a low carb diet, what the first few days feel like, what's happening to your body, and what you can do to make the process a little bit easier. So one of the symptoms that you may experience after a few days is you're going to be a little bit tired. Your body primarily, if your body is primarily used to running off carbohydrates, and all of a sudden you've taken those carbohydrates away, what happens is your body's glucose reserves become depleted. So your body uses up all the stored glucose that it has in its liver, and it's not used to running off fat and protein, and it starts to panic. So it's like going through withdrawal, essentially. Your body is used to running off carbs. It's that drug that keeps it going, and now you've taken it away. So you may feel a little bit grouchy, a little tired. You may experience what they call carb crash, where you're extremely lethargic and don't have any energy because your body isn't used to running off protein and fat. So until that happens, you may want to go a little bit easy on yourself. But here's where the magic happens. At this point, our body's glucose reserves have been depleted, and our body has no choice but to start running off fat. And this is where all the great stuff happens, and we start dropping a lot of weight because we're using our own fat for fuel. I just want to reassure you guys too, on a lot of diets, and I've tried every single diet out there, I find that if I'm dieting, I'm hungry almost all the time. I'm thinking about food all the time. On Atkins and on low carb, the most amazing thing is that if you push past the first 3 or 4 days, that might be a little tricky if you haven't been on a diet before, you haven't eaten low carb before. Once that 4th, 5th day hits, I promise that you guys are going to feel food isn't going to be on your mind all the time. You're not going to be hungry all the time. You're going to be able to make decisions about your food based on what you need to put in your body, not what you want to put on into your body. You're not going to crave carbohydrates anymore or as much. So these feelings that you're feeling over the first 3-4 days, they're not something that you're going to be feeling the whole time. I promise it's just more of a carb detox, so your body gets used to functioning without these carbohydrates, but you're going to have the energy, you're going to have the clarity, you're going to just feel completely different. You got to just get past this first week. So in saying so, I do want to tell you guys some things to make the whole process easier. First things first is get enough sleep. That might be a little bit tougher if you're like me and you like to sleep on a full tummy. So that's why I purchased some melatonin, and I've been taking that, and that's working great. Although I am waking up relatively early because I'm just not a good sleeper when it comes to sleeping on an empty stomach. Like, I'd rather eat a whole pizza and go to bed. But I would get enough sleep. Make sure that you're being easy on yourself. Don't do too much during the day because your body isn't used to functioning like this. So you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Take a nap if you have to. Make sure that you're drinking enough water. I know that's such a cliche thing to say, but make sure you're drinking water. It helps you feel full. It'll also clear up your skin. What else can I tell you guys? Now, the one thing that I would really suggest when I'm ridiculously craving carbohydrates is I have some broth, like a chicken stock with salt. Something that's salty will give you an extra oomph. And a lot of times on these low carb diets, people lose a lot of electrolytes. And so drinking water and drinking some salty broth will make you feel a lot better. Last night I was really craving carbohydrates, and I had half of a pepper, and the sweetness and the crunch of the pepper really made me feel a lot better. Now, the 2 best pieces of advice that I could give you is plan your meals. I know this sounds like another thing that we have to do, and we're all incredibly busy, but this makes things so much easier. I tried to do low carb and didn't make notes of what I was going to eat the next day, and it is so daunting to walk up to the fridge and open the fridge and just be like, what can I eat? And it's sometimes discouraging because you're already tired, you're a little cranky, and it just seems like another chore you've got to do. But if you've got an iPhone and you've got the Notepad app, or you've got a notebook that you can just jot things down, before you go to bed, take 10 minutes sitting in the bathtub, which is what I do. It's a miracle I haven't dropped my phone into the bathtub yet. But make notes of what you're going to eat that day. If you're using the acceptable food list on Atkins, sit in front of the computer, or you've got a break at work, make a list of what you're going to eat the next day. This makes things so much easier. You know what you're eating, you know what you're not eating. There's no extra things to consider. Now, the most important thing that I would say is make sure you are eating a good amount of fat and fiber. Fat and fiber make you feel full when they're eaten together. So if you're eating incredibly low carb plus not eating enough fat and fiber, you're going to be hungry. And I would say that I've been eating low carb for a few days, because if you guys remember last week I was eating low carb already, and I would say I'm on the 5th day right now of eating low carb, and I feel great. Yesterday was a little bit of a tough go, but I'm not hungry. I'm not thinking about carbs between my meals, and it's starting to become easier. So I would definitely make sure that you guys are eating enough. Don't deprive yourself, but at the same time, don't gorge yourself. Don't think that the only thing to low carb is eating a mountain of protein, because you have to make sure that you're getting your vegetables in. You have to make sure you're getting that fiber in, so that your body is going to be able to clean itself out, so you've got the energy you need, and that you're, thinking clearly and have enough energy to go about your day. So after my white jeans embarrassment, I'm going to include for you guys my meal plan for the day, pictures of my huge dinner, and my awesome snacks that I made. Actually, I made these awesome cucumber, cheese, and ham, almost like cheese and crackers, but no crackers, and they were crunchy and delicious and really filling. So I'll show you guys pictures and just how I made those. They're really cheesy. That was really cheesy. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another update. I hope you have a wonderful night and you're trying this with me. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. So for the purpose of today's exercise, guys, I've got green bikini bottoms on. And honestly, it doesn't feel much different than a couple days ago. It feels like maybe the jeans could, I could stretch them up my butt, which is great, because before I couldn't do that even. But there's really no change. I don't know if I could close these. Maybe in a couple of days I could probably close these somehow. But I think the problem is that I need to lose weight in my legs, because I could probably squeeze them. Like, my butt isn't the problem right now. It's definitely getting them all the way up to my crotch, because it's not happening. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for visiting me. Bye.